Hey, welcome to the Coin Box. Today we're looking at what I purchased at the Numismatic Convention in Monterrey. If you haven't watched that video yet, I'd encourage you to go watch it. Also, I'll be giving you prices in pesos, sometimes in dollars, but if you're not familiar with pesos, the exchange rate right now is about 20 to 1, so 20 pesos to a dollar. So the easiest way to think of the amount in dollars is to divide in half and subtract a zero. So if I paid 800 pesos for something, that would equal about $40. Also, please forgive any background noise. I've tried to minimize it as much as possible, but there's only so much I can do. So let's get right into it. Traffic, I will say traffic in Monterrey was pretty terrible, but we got there pretty early. Opening was at 10. As I've already mentioned, I was only able to go on Friday, but when we walk in the door, they hand these out to any kids that show up, along with a little bag to fill up with 10 world coins. So that was pretty fun. This has the stamp of the Monterrey Numismatic Society, which is also kind of cool. So I didn't buy this. It was a gift for my kid, but it's still pretty cool. I think one of the first things I actually bought, I think the very first thing I bought, here we go, is this Southern Railroad coin from 1950. And the problem with these tends to be, at least in my experience, this side here. You can get a very nice looking side of the coin on this side, which this one is. But then you flip them over, and this is the side, maybe because there's more open space, so to speak, for it to get scratched. And maybe people clean them. But this one seems to be in very nice condition. I actually had several to choose from. The vendor had, I think about 6 or 7 of them left. I think the day before, I think he said he showed up with 16 of them. So he had already sold quite a few. And but I had several to choose from. And I liked this one. I liked it. There was one possibly nicer than this, but it had a ding on the edge of the coin. So I decided to stick with this one. And I paid 2,300 pesos for this, so about $115. And I knew I could get it cheaper, probably through a auction on Facebook or something. But I wanted to be able to choose it in person because pictures can be deceiving sometimes, and I really wanted this side of the coin to be nice. So this one doesn't have any obvious dings or dents or scratches or anything like that. So I was pretty happy with this purchase. And actually, by the end of the show, or not by the end of the show, by the end of that day, I went back and he was out. So these sell really well. And I feel like it's one of those coins that, this is speculation, but I feel like it will go up in value just because of how pretty the design is and how rare they are. So that's the first one. Then I went, there were several coins I was really looking for. And one of them were the Libertads. So this is a 1988. I was actually surprised to find that they're more scarce even at a show like this than I expected. But I was able to pick this one up for 750 pesos, which is a pretty good price considering that these are somewhat of a key date. The mintage is pretty high on them, but a lot of them, I believe, were melted down or shipped overseas. So it's actually kind of a hard date to find. So I was happy to pick this one up. Let's go ahead and look at the other Libertads I got. I got each one of these for 700 pesos from a different vendor. Actually, I had gone all the way around, I think 2 or 3 times, and I was pretty sure I had asked everybody if they had Libertads. A few did. They weren't the years I wanted or the condition or the price. But then somehow I came across this table, and I think I saw somebody else buying one. So I said, hey, do you have Libertads? He said, yeah. I said, I hadn't asked you yet. No. So I got some from him. This one has a little stain on the back, but other than that, it's very nice condition. That's a 1990. Then I got this 1990 as well, which this one I think will have to be the main, go into my collection, I should say, as the best coin I have, I think, best Libertad I have from 1990. It's just very, very pretty. It looks brand new. I mean, it has a very nice Very nice shine to it. Clean feels, no dings, no dents, no scratches. So that one's beautiful. I was very happy with that one. I also got a 1991 here. Also very nice condition. A very pretty one. 1990s tend to be a little harder to come across than the 91s, at least for me. So that was nice that I was able to pick up 2 of the 1990s. Then we have this one here, which I also got from the same vendor, the same dealer. And it's a 1979 Onza. They aren't really that scarce, but this one is a very, very pretty coin. Nice, very nice condition. And actually, I got it also for 700 pesos, so $35. But I know I can get them cheaper than that, except that I was going specifically looking for different varieties. So I eyeballed, I'll try to get a better shot and get a close-up, but I eyeballed the 9/9 overdate on this Onza, this Onza Troy. So I was very happy with this pickup because he didn't have it listed as a 9/9 as a variety or anything like that. It's just the price he was going for. They were going for 700 pesos, so I was happy. I've been looking for this variety for a while, so I was happy to pick it up at that price and at this condition. So the 9/9. And then we got these 2 I got from a different vendor. So I'll go ahead and talk about these. Then at the end of this video, I'm going to talk about one that got away that I'm really bummed about, but I'll share that story towards the end. It was actually from the vendor that I got these from. So this is the 10 peso. There's a 1, a 5, and a 10 from 1957, commemorative issues of the Constitution. This says Juarez on it. And he had some of these that were in BU condition for 1,000 pesos, so $50. But then he had a whole 2 drawers, actually. Small drawers, but I don't know, maybe about 50 different coins. So I sat down, I looked through all of them, and I picked this one out. He had these for 800 pesos, for $40. So this one seemed to be the best of the bunch, and it's actually in really nice condition. It's a little toned, but not any obvious defects or scratches. So I was happy with this pickup. These are hard to come by, it seems like, in nice condition. So actually, in some ways, I like the way this looked better in some ways than the BU coins he had, just because the BU coins seemed like had a lot of bag marks and those kind of things. So there's that one. And then he had another little drawer, or box, I should say, filled with Olympic coins, the 1968 Olympic coins. And I picked this one out of there for 300 pesos. And it's kind of dark and all, but you can see here it's the low rings variety. And not only that, I flipped it over, and I don't know if you can see that, but it's the curved tongue variety, which is even more scarce. So I was very happy with this pickup. So about $15 for a low ring curved tongue 1968 peso coin. And I got 2 more 1968. This one, I'll start with this one. This one is just the normal even rings, 1968, but the condition was very, very nice. I thought it was very pretty. I actually bought this one from the same guy I bought the Libertads from. Just look at that. I mean, that is very pretty. There's such a contrast there in the design and the fields. I got this for 300 pesos, so $15. And I also bought this one from him. And this is also the low ring curved tongue. I got this one for 450. He had it for 500 and he came down to 450. So, but look at the condition. I mean, if both sides were like this, that would be worth sending it in to get graded, I think. As it is, it's a very pretty coin, but it's got a few marks on this side. Little distracting marks, but it's still a very frosty, very pretty coin. So I was very happy with that. And then, here we go. We're almost done here. I got 2 of these 1962 Cinco de Mayo medals. So that's that side here says 1,100, but he actually had them for 900. And then he came down to 800 each, so $40 each. And this one's very, very nice. I got this one first, And then towards the end of the day, I went back and got this one as well for the same price. This one looks prettier, but just to me, it looks like it's probably cleaned. I don't know, not too badly. Like it doesn't seem to have a lot of lines or anything like that. But they're both pretty. So I picked both of them up for $40 each. And finally, or not finally, but as far as coins go, I got several of these, which are one of my favorite designs as far as Mexican coinage goes. It's such a pretty design. It's got so much going for it. I can't see, I don't think this one's it, but I got several of these BU 1974s, which are a common date, but I got them for 20 pesos, so $1 each. You can't really beat that. They make nice gifts as well. So I got those, and one of them, I was only able to find one, but I was able to find one with the missing ray under the 2. So I got those, and I think I got one 1970, which isn't as great condition, but it's the second type of eagle on these coins. So I was pretty happy to pick that up. That's as far as coins go. That's what I got. I also got this set, which is one of my favorite sets as well. I've made a video on these, so go ahead and check that out if you haven't watched that video already. But just look at the colors. I mean, this 10 peso coin just really popped out at me. It was just so pretty. It's hard to get those colors to show up on camera, but the blues and the purples are gorgeous. I mean, just look at that eagle. It's a deep, deep blue and kind of a purple in middle. It's a very, very pretty set. So I got this set for 1,700 pesos, which was a very good price. There were other ones at the show which were going for more. So yeah, I was happy to get this, about $85. And it comes with this box. I don't have the box out right now. And then I got almost finally, I got these two little stands here. These were actually given to me very kindly by Jaime Sanchez, which I interviewed as well. One of his interviews will be coming out. And then I bought these two books, which I'll go into more detail on the video, the interview with the author, Dr. Carlos Amaya. These are really cool books, and I'll go into more detail on them on that other video. But I got two of these varieties of Mexican circulating coinage. One runs from 1905 to 1969, and then this one from 1970 to 2020. So it's full of super awesome information, and I'll show you a little bit more about that later. So, oh man, I almost forgot I was going to tell you about the coin that got away from me, and this one's been bugging me, but it is what it is. I saw this design. So I've been collecting the different varieties of the Onza Troy coins, or metals, if you will. And I came across this design. I saw the 1986 5-ounce proof metal, I believe it is, in the display case. And there was just something about it. I wasn't super sure about what was a good price on it. I saw it there, so I asked the guy. The sticker said 5,000 pesos, which is $250. And he said, but I'll leave it at 4,000 for you. So it seemed like a great price. I just didn't want to do an impulsive buy. So I said, well, let me just check it out. So I checked online. I believe I even asked on a group. And yeah, from everything I could see, that was a great price, actually. So I was on my way back. I got distracted, got talking to somebody. Maybe I even did an interview. I don't recall. But then I said, okay, I've got to go buy this coin that I really want. So I go, and lo and behold, it's gone. And I asked him, hey, did you sell that one? He said, yeah, I just sold. So I was really bummed about that. Towards the end of the day, I come across it in a different case. So another vendor had gone, bought it for 4,000, and then he was selling it. He was reselling it for 6,000. So that was a bummer. I think that's still a relatively decent price for what it is, but I wasn't about to pay that, considering I could have gotten it for much less. I was just mad at myself, I think, for missing out. Part of it was not wanting to do an impulse buy. I want all my purchases, I want to buy coins. I want to be informed when I buy coins, when I spend money. So I decided to do that. I think I took too long to go back. It's somewhat of a bummer to me that a reseller bought it, I guess, just to flip it there at the show. That's what they do, and that's fine. I'm not upset about it. I kind of wish another collector had gotten it. I mean, I understand I resell things at times, but I'm not upset at anybody other than myself, I guess I should say, for missing out on it. But that's bound to happen. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you miss out on deals. I still rather be somewhat cautious in the sense of trying to be informed before I go out and spend a lot of money. So I'm really bummed I missed out on it. It looked really nice. It looked like it was in good condition, but it is what it is. That's all for now. I had a blast at the convention. I was like a kid in the candy shop. The day went by so fast, and I'm really looking forward to going back next year. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out the interviews I did there at the show. Check out the video itself that I did about the convention in Monterrey. And thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this.